What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Locked Up 365. Today I'm going to be talking about cutting hair in jail. There are definitely some rules to using the clippers that some people are just oblivious to. You know, people just don't think about it. And I'm going to be going over some of them next. Real quick, if you're new to my channel and you like jail-related content, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so you can be notified as soon as a video touches down. Alright, so we're going to kick this thing off. If you've never been in jail, if you end up in a 10-man dorm, you will get clippers once a week. Now, they also give you razors twice a week. For me, each one that I was in seemed to be the same. We'd get razors on Tuesday or Wednesday, one of the two, and Saturday. We would get clippers on Saturday also. That was the only day you could have clippers. Now, I know everybody's used to just going in your bathroom, getting your clippers, cutting your hair whenever you want because you get a little shaggy. Or you go to Great Clips or go to your barber shop and get all fresh and clean cut. That stuff ain't happening in jail. If they roll by and yell clippers and nobody gets up to grab them clippers, that CO's going to just roll on through. You done lost your privilege for the week. You gotta wait all the way to next week. You ain't getting your neck trimmed up. You ain't getting nothing done. It don't matter if you got court. What? If there ain't nobody up, you're done. Same thing with razors. If you don't get up to get a razor, and they call razors really early in the morning, and usually the 10-man dorms, they usually keep pretty dark. So, because they don't want you up moving around and stuff like that. Now, the bigger dorms are the opposite. They turn the lights on at 6 a.m. or 6 or 7, depending on where you're at. But a lot of them, they keep the lights on all day. They won't let you cover up, all kinds of crazy stuff. It just depends on where you're at. But if you're in a 10-man dorm, typically they keep it dark. You can stay covered up all day, so most people stay up all night and sleep all day. So when it comes time for clippers or razors or anything like that, a lot of people sleep through it. Or they'll have to stay up if they know they got court. Now, if you end up in a 70-man dorm, it really depends on how that jail does it. Usually, it's a few days a week they'll let you have the clippers, like all day, or they'll do certain hours. Or sometimes they'll do it to where you actually got to sign up, and somebody is assigned as the barber, and you and him will go into a little room or outside the pod and he'll cut your hair because they don't want the clippers inside the pod. It just depends on where you're at and how secure it is. But razors are the same thing. Under no circumstance should the clippers ever touch anything but your beard and your head. That means not your arms, your legs, your toes, your fingers, your back, your butt, your pubes. And that's the main thing, because people in jail, there is a lot of guys that want to shave their chest and they want to shave their pubes off. But the next guy that comes behind them, they're going to have all your pubes inside the clippers. And when you're shaving like that, you could nick yourself so you're bleeding and everything else. And then what if the barber ends up nicking their head and you got AIDS or something? I mean, staff and all kinds of stuff go around in jail like pamphlets at church. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't do that. You're going to end up in a lot of trouble. I'm sure there's been a lot of people over the course of time that's been stabbed or even killed over something like this. Now, in Kentucky, we have camps. So some of the camps, they will let your family bring up like trimmers and clippers. Now, if it's your own stuff, you can shave whatever you want. But if there's one set of clippers to a whole dorm full of people, you got to be mindful of other people. And not shave your freaking pubes and chest, stupid. Which I know it's hard, you know, because everybody wants to look good when they go to court. Nah, just don't do it. Just don't do it. You know, you could end up in a lot of crap, especially if you're just in there waiting to be sentenced or something like that. And you definitely ain't doing that in prison, I can tell you that. Because most of the prisons, they have barbers, so more than likely you're not going to talk a barber into doing that. I mean, If somebody was to press down on them real hard, they might just hear you do it, but they're probably not going to do it themselves. When you're in jail, you're walking on a very thin line, because you don't know what other people are going through, how much time they got, what their family situation's like. There's a lot of people, especially in prison, they just don't care. They already know they're not getting out probably the rest of their life, so it ain't nothing to them to take somebody's life or stab you up just to get you up out of there, teach you a lesson. So if you end up locked up, always remember the clippers are for your head or your face. Don't put it nowhere else and there won't be no problems. And you definitely want to make sure whoever cuts your hair knows how to cut hair, because I did that before, which now I don't have no hair. I wouldn't have to worry about it, but I got somebody to cut my hair. They said that they knew how to cut, and it was a black guy, and I seen him cut hair before, but it was another black guy's. Then I didn't know I was still green. I had only been in like a month or something. I didn't know that their hair was completely different than my hair. Alright, that's all I got on this video. If y'all would like to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, or if you would like to check out Locked Up 365 merchandise, I'm going to leave the links in the description below. The merchandise is under Teesprings. Thanks for watching Locked Up 365.